Okay, so there's like a little hole in the story that people should know about. And if you're a Selena fan and you want to know more about it, like, please read the book that Chris wrote about Selena. He goes so much in depth. The night before everything happened, Chris and Selena drove over to the motel to get everything. She went inside. Chris waited in the car, came back. They saw none of the stuff they didn't have everything that they needed. But Chris said, no, we're finna go home. Like, I'm not finna deal with this right now. And then they went home. So then that was the next day when Selena called Yolanda and said, I need to get the rest of my stuff, so I'm going to come meet you. And then they did that. Then once Selena goes with Yolanda lied and said that she had been raped. So she wanted Selena to take her to the hospital. Selena, being the kind person that she was, took her to the hospital. They found out that she was lying and then nothing happened to her. So then she took her back to the motel. And that's when she was on the phone with Chris, like, letting him know what was going on. But Chris was kind of like talking the whole time. And she was on the phone like, yeah. Because she didn't want Yolanda to know she was on the phone. Okay, so this is what happened to Selena when she got shot. She got shot in the back, and it pierced the major artery back here, and it like went through the back and then out the front. The bullet went straight through her body, and because it pierced that major artery, she was already like oozing a lot of blood. And then as she was running, the fear, all of that just made more blood pump out. So she lost so much blood. She collapsed twice before she even got to the lobby. By the time she got to the lobby, she collapsed on the floor. And that's where they called 911. Paramedics came and they tried to give her a blood transfusion, but she had lost so much blood that her veins had collapsed. And she had lost so much blood to her brain that even if they would have done a blood transfusion on her, she would have been brain dead, because you lost all that blood and oxygen to your brain. It really was no surviving it. It was just such a tragic ending to such a beautiful soul. She just didn't deserve that at all. She deserved so much better. And truthfully, it had little to do with her religion, because the paramedics had already tried to give her a blood transfusion in the lobby of that motel. They tried and they were unsuccessful because her veins had collapsed, showing that she had lost so much blood that she died in the hotel lobby. By the time Selena got to the hospital, she was dead upon arrival. But when they told Abraham, her father, what they tried to do, how they tried to save her and rescue her, and he said, oh, you know, our religion doesn't condone blood transfusions. They said, I understand that, sir, but we had already tried. We didn't know this before, and we already tried. That's the thing people don't really remember. Abraham didn't see his daughter until he got to the hospital and she was already deceased. That whole thing about Abraham refusing, that's just the rumors to make him look bad. Abraham loved his daughter and would have done anything to save her. Because of the artery that they hit, truthfully, it was a fatal shot.